Hey yo, E-King Fight News. Lennox Lewis basically sons Anthony Joshua, saying he is 100% a protected fighter and don't want no smoke with Tyson Fury or Deontay Wilder. E-King Fight News. Got more on this. Alright, shout out to Boxing News 24. Lennox Lewis quote, Joshua doesn't want Wilder or Fury. He's protected. Y'all see it? Alright, this is the quote from Lennox Lewis, right? The standard for being a heavyweight champion of the world. That's what he had to say. I think they should have a rematch. Anthony Joshua can wait. So this is what Lennox Lewis said to CompuBox TV. He doesn't want either of these guys. When he saw that fight, which he's talking about Wilder versus Fury, he must have been like, wow, these guys can box, and now they're going to do it again. He's at a place in his career in boxing, so obviously he can make a decision. And his decision is not to fight any of them at this moment. Now, it's interesting that Lennox Lewis comes out and says this right when Joshua has been putting on this, you know, you can call it a facade, you can call it what it is, man. He's being very out of character and calling for a Deontay Wilder fight. We haven't seen that coming from AJ, and now a lot of fans don't even believe what he's saying. we don't believe it, man. We just don't buy it. So it is what it is. And that's what Lennox Lewis had to say. E-King Fight News, man. We're just getting started. So Lennox also said he thinks Joshua wants that Deontay Wilder fight, but he doesn't want to head over to the States. That's the last thing he wants to do. He wants to stay in Protectionville over in the UK. You know, where the ref is on his side, where the judges are on his side, where, you know, fans are on his side, you know, everything is in his own favor, right? And you know what? It's a tough call on Deontay Wilder's part. You know, he did agree to he agreed to fight in the UK for a fight in 2018, which it was Anthony Joshua that backed out. It was Anthony Joshua that decided Povetkin would be the best fight for his career for Dizan. You know, look at it. Get fuck out of here, man. Fuck out of here with that shit, man. And okay, so now we all expect Deontay Wilder to go over there and fight AJ. Basically, you know, I mean, you know what? It would be great if they could just have a neutral location, neutral everything. Like, that would be great to me. Like, I think that would be perfect. But I also think AJ, with all this talk about him coming to Madison Square Garden, why don't you come over to Madison Square Garden to face Deontay Wilder? You're talking about Big Belly Miller. Eddie Hearn's talking about Big Belly Miller. Why don't you make the same move? You can make an immediate impact in the U.S. market, and you could really pull a takeover if you were to fight Deontay Wilder. That would be lit. That would be lit as fuck, man. Everybody would be showing up for that, man. Everybody would be showing up and showing out, man. You might even get me up in there, man. I might have to go turn up for that shit. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But you know what? Do they really want the smoke, man? Do they really want it? you know what? The real issue is, man, Eddie's got that plan for AJ, man. It's just like Lennox Lewis said, the dude's protected. Look at the guys he's fighting. Look at who he's gonna fight next. Look at who he's gonna fight next, guys. Right? And he ain't selling out like he used to anymore, by the way. So that could be another reason about all this talk about AJ versus Big Belly. that could be another reason. 'Cause he ain't selling out like he used to. You know, Eddie Hearn's talking about this guy, Alexander Usyk, as a potential opponent. You know, he'll probably, you know, I'll be clear, he'll probably win Fighter of the Year. I think this is the guy who's gonna win it. You know, I think Wilder's pretty much a long shot, even though, you know, fan perspective is Deontay Wilder's Fighter of the Year. From what I'm seeing, that's just fan perspective. But it is what it is. You know, Usyk, in my opinion, is not ready for Anthony Joshua. So he really shouldn't even be in the discussion. You know, he shouldn't be in the discussion. So I mean, you know, there's been other protected fighters out there. You know, it's not just AJ. AJ's probably the most notable protected fighter. Like, I mean, in terms of popularity, he's big in the UK. And for someone of that stature, you look at like the last great UK fighter was Joe Calzaghe, right? He was protected to a certain extent, but when it was time for him to step up his opposition, he stepped up. And he came over to the US. And he fought a great in Bernard Hopkins. And that was really the best fighter out of the US in his division, right? Joe Calzaghe took that challenge head on, and he won that fight. He won that fight officially, and he won that fight probably by a point on my card. You know, close fight. But it is what it is. We haven't seen that same desire from Anthony Joshua. I think that's what really is where that criticism's coming from. I mean, this guy just wants to stay in the UK. Point blank, he just wants to stay in the UK, you know, stack his bread, and say peace out the second somebody touches him on the chin and shit, man. The second Dillian White gets to this guy, and I'm telling you, Dillian White, I truly believe he's got a real chance of winning, but it's gonna be based on what we see this Saturday night when he squares off against Derek Chisora. Because I'm expecting Dillian White to knock him out. I'm expecting Dillian White to look impressive, take care of business, knock out Chisora. If he can do that, if he can legitimately do that, then I think Dillian White is going to give AJ some hell. There will be hell to pay when it comes to Anthony Joshua. I really believe it. So, it is what it is. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. And hey, there's a dark horse out here in Tyson. You know, word on the street, and it's coming from Ben Davidson. Ben Davidson, Tyson Fury's trainer, has his concerns about taking a Deontay Wilder rematch. And it seems like he's trying to talk Tyson Fury out of it. So what do y'all think about that? E-King Fight News. Smash the like button. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, man. You already know, man. You know how we do. Man, I gotta, yo, man, I'm gonna come up with something real soon, man. But I still got something for Sean Porter. I ain't off his neck yet, man. I got something for Sean Porter coming, man. That hoe. You see, I figure if I don't talk about this dude, ain't nobody really paying attention to him anyways. But I got some heat for him. Don't you worry. I got some heat for that dude. And it is what it is. We're out.